Hi, welcome to my channel. This is going to be part 1 of 3 videos of testing out Younique makeup. Been given an opportunity by a presenter named Shelley, who got in contact with me and said, do you want to try out some makeup basically? I've got a whole big basket full to try out. So in this video I'm going to be testing out some face base makeup and a face mask, and then in the next 2 videos will be eyeshadows and lips. Let's get on with the video. Okay, so to start off with, I've got these three face masks to test out, and I'm only going to be doing this video. I think I'm going to try out the exfoliating one, and it costs £38 because I'm in the UK, and it says cleanse skin, which I've already done, with applicator or fingertips, apply a thin layer all over the face. Just going to take my face mask brush. It's like a flat foundation brush, but I use it for face masks. It's got quite a strong smell. Oh, it really is quite gritty. I'll just connect this side. So it says it's a mask, but it now says, alright, I'll just cover that. It smells like a spa. Right. Now look, I'm looking like a ghost. Right, now it says to avoiding eyes, massage product into skin in upward motion for 1 minute. So I'm gonna do that. It's quite dry. It's still, you can still move it, and it's quite gritty. It's white. You can see the little bits. So I'm just avoiding the eye on my nose ring and massaging. Okay, now that I've done that, it makes my teeth look so yellow. Let's ignore that, shall we? It says let the mask remain on for 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna do that. It's been 5 minutes and I've washed it off with warm water, like it says, and okay, so it feels really nice. So I think I would give that out of 5, and I would definitely give it about a 5 out of 5 for this one, so that's good. And now I'm just gonna put on some of my Unsun Ocean Fresh lotion moisturiser onto my face. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be trying out is the popular Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation. This comes in 20 mils for £30. So, and that's for 20 mils, and it comes in, on the website it has 13 shades, but here I've got 10. Looking at it, the shade range doesn't look too good. It's got a couple deeper tones on the website. I would definitely say it's veered more towards light to medium skin tones. The lightest colour I can see is Scarlet. So on one side of my face I'm going to use my regular brush, and on the other side I'm going to use a beauty blender just to see how it applies. On the one side I'm just going to use my foundation brush, buffing brush, and see how that goes. Then it says each shade has a corresponding mineral concealer, pressed powder and cream foundation. So that's good. So if you know your shade in the one product, then you should know it you should be able to find it in the other ones. I think this shade isn't too bad, but I'm not getting, I have to admit, I'm not getting the most coverage, and I haven't really got much to cover up. But not too much coverage is what I'm seeing anyway, but I've only got little samples, so, and this is the lightest shade, so if you are paler than I am, you might struggle to find a shade, and again, if you've got really deep skin, I think you'll struggle to find a shade in this as well. On this side I'm going to use a beauty blender just to see if it goes on any better with a sponge. Personally, I prefer to use brush to apply my foundation, but just to give it a fair shot, I'll use my beauty blender as well. Now with the damp beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend out the rest. I think you have to work quite quick with this because it does dry down a bit, especially if you have got dry skin. But looking at my skin in the mirror, I would say maybe go with a brush, as the beauty blender absorbs quite a bit of product. I think I might have to go in with one of the other shades just to get a bit more coverage, get a bit of a fair shot. I'm going to go in with the shade Organza, which is the second lightest, or yeah, second lightest, and just sweep that over. Might be a bit dark, but just to get that coverage. And you can still see my freckles, but it doesn't really say that it's full coverage. It just says, so it's breathable, touchable, even finish, and it's long wearing. Okay, so it has dried down pretty much completely now, and I would say Organza isn't actually that bad, so of a shade for me. I'm just going to take a tad bit more on the forehead. Taking into consideration I have quite dry skin, and I was told by Shelley that it's not too suitable for drier skin, so and considering that it doesn't look too dry, but it did say that it had a powdery finish, which I can give credit to. I don't think I'll need to powder for this. Okay, so that's it. That's a couple layers, and it's alright. You can, not the most full coverage, but then again it doesn't claim to be, and not too dry. So now I'm just gonna add a bit of my own concealer on, just because I haven't got a concealer to test out. Okay, so I've just put some concealer on, just some of my MAC concealer, just under my eyes and highlighting, just to see how it works, and it looks like it does work pretty well with other concealers, other brands, and it looks quite nice. It looks very natural. I'm just going to take a tad bit of my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, just underneath, just for underneath my eyes, just to set my concealer. It's looking alright so far. Okay, so for the foundation, what was I doing it out of 5? Out of 5. Personally, I would give it maybe a 3, just because not very much coverage, and it is a tad drying. So if you have, I only have slightly dry skin, so if you have skin that's only dry for me, then too good. And also because the shade range is not very good, it needs quite a bit more shades, more for the deep tones. But apart from that, I would give it a 3 out of 5. But we'll have to see how long it wears. The next product I'm going to be trying is the Beachfront Bronzer. And this comes in 3 shades. It comes Sunset, Malibu, and Hermosa. I think I'm saying that right. Hermosa. And it says, "You're looking sun-kissed. That's the Beachfront Bronzer talking. Half matte, half shimmer. This summery wonder gives you a golden glow." And it costs £25 for 0.2 ounces or 5.8 grams. Which, yeah, all Younique makeup is a bit on the pricier side, but it's all more natural products, I guess. Right. I am going to swatch these, all 3 shades for you. First off, I've got a full-size version of Sunset. Okay, so I've just swatched them. And this one is Sunset. This one is Malibu. I don't know if that's because there might not be enough on the sample card, but I did give it a good scratch. It really doesn't seem to be that much on there, so not keen on Malibu. But that one's Sunset, which is one I'm going to be using. And this one is Hermosa. I'm just going to take the brush I use, and this is the Studio London. It says contour brush, but I like to use it for bronzer. So I'm just going to swirl the 2 colours together. And I'm first going to take that around the high points. Well, where the sun would naturally hit my face. So on the head it looks quite shimmery. And then I'm just going to sweep a bit on my cheeks. This might be a tad more orange for me because I'm quite pale, but it's quite nice. Is it just me? Does anyone else have the one side of the face that goes really well and looks so nice, and then the other one's just like... I really like this bronzer. The Malibu shade, not so much, but this one I really like. I give this shade at least, and the last shade a 5 out of 5. Beachfront bronzer, definitely worth a try. The next product I'm going to try is Moodstruck Powder Blush. This is a limited edition shade, so I don't think you can get this anymore. But it's so pretty. It's like a plum colour, and it's in the shade Spirited. So I'm just going to be using this. I am going to use the same brush I use to bronze. That's what I like to do normally, so that's what I'm going to do now. It's got shimmer, it's not matte. It's got a tad bit of shimmer, but when you swipe it on, not too pigmented, but I like a blush that you can build up so you don't end up looking like a clown. Oh, there we go, went in with too much already. Pigmented. Shimmer's really pretty, it's not too much. And the colour is very nice. So I would give this a 5 out of 5. But there is 3.1 grams of product in here, and I really like that, so I give that a 5 out of 5. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the other 2 videos. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe because there'll be more to come. And give a like to this video if you liked it, or obviously don't if you didn't. Put your video suggestions in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!